Hey, hello there. Welcome back to the channel. Soul here, and today is Monday, March 27th, and we have Hammerman's fleet just outside of our island, ready to attack us. And we're gonna go ahead and try to defend against him. As you know, last week, Supercell updated the game, and they added the ability of having 3 prototypes, which I do. I have a level 2 damage amplifier, a level 2 hot pot, and a level 1 doom cannon. I'm using my regular layout. I want to see how far my diamond and intel generator layout is going to be able to take me on Hammerman. I think I did a video maybe 2 months ago, and I think the farthest I was able to get was to stage 5. I will post a link to my most recent video explaining my base. Guys, this base is very good at generating intel. Almost every single attack that I get, except attacks that are really boosted up, like this guy that came in with a lot of GBE and a lot of damage, those attacks don't generate intel, but for the most part, I do get a lot of defenses and a lot of intel on almost all the attacks. So make sure you check that video out. I'm pretty sure it's going to help you. It doesn't matter the level because it relies on booby traps. All right. So just check that link in the upper corner and let's go for it. Let's see how far we can get with just my standard layout. In general, this rocket launcher in the front is not the best idea against Hammerman because you often spam troops. You want to have that on the back. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to see how far I can get. If need be, I'll move that rocket launcher back so that it's able to fire a longer amount of time. And then if it doesn't work, I'll go to my standard circle layout and defeat the final few stages. I expect I'd be able to beat up to stage, I want to say 5 to 6, mainly because I have a lot of machine guns here in the back and flamethrowers that are not going to aid me in anything. Especially since Hammerman is not going to be able to loop around because I don't have a structure on this side. Maybe that's one change I can make. I'm putting a structure here on the corner to lure some of the troops to that side. But let's just test the layout and see how far we can make it. I don't expect to see any trouble with stage 1 like on here. A lot of Sukas and tanks. Oh, and riflemen. Alright, that machine gun is gonna fail very, very soon. I mean, here you can see the effect. Like on this stage, if I'm doing the circle base, those troops that just landed would have been completely dead. I wouldn't have lost a single troop, a single defense on this kind of attack. But because I'm having a front base, then you're seeing all the casualties that I'm having. So right now, against a highly spam infantry combination, you know my base is gonna fail. So that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna end up at stage maybe beating 5 with a little bit of trouble. So let me accelerate this. That tank is gonna be a gunner in a few seconds, and there we go. So let's take a look at stage 2. Oh. More riflemen, more Sukas, and more heavies. A lot more heavies this time. Hammerman attacking my hopper with GBE. Hammerman, that doesn't work. You need to realize that. Look at that machine gun just eating through heavies. It's crazy. Alright, at least some of the riflemen are gonna walk through my booby trap. They're gonna get right there, so that is at least a good option, or a good outcome, I'd rather say. Well, booby trap base or diamond inter trap base was able to again make it to stage 2. Not surprising given the level of my base. All right, so he's gonna do a full frontal assault. All right, so he's bringing grenadiers. This is the bane of this layout. However, it's still able to get its intel because it's not, usually with grenadiers, not when they're spamming a full set of troops, of light troops in the front. But like we have a few structures in the front that are going to be able to take on some of the grenadiers. So we'll see how we do. All right, here come the medics. Oh, jeez. All right, so Sukas are almost all dead. There's just a few more. All right, Sukas are dead, and now they're attacking directly the grenadiers, and those grenadiers are dying in two salvos. Yeah, they're dying in 2 individual rocket hits of a salvo, so there's nothing these medics can do to prevent their death. And that's it, guys. So we lost the first 2 lines of defense on stage number 3. Okay, let's see what stage number 4 has in store for us. More grenadiers. The grenadiers are going to land first this time, which might or might not be good. Medics are going to be last, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to take on the grenadiers pretty quickly. Especially if they land near that machine gun. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, so medics just landed. We have about 10 grenadiers left. They're able to shoot because we have a bunch of stuff. We have a bunch of stuff in the front, distracting the rocket launchers and the cannons and all that stuff. Shock launchers just came online, the first one, so they're gonna be able to start burning through some of them. Alright, we need those grenadiers gone, but they're being shielded by the meat shields. Alright, here we go. Hot pot just activated. They made it through the 3rd line of defenses, defenses / economy buildings, but it seems that this raid just finished, lost its steam. Just a few more grenadiers to go, and we'll be able to defeat stage number 4, I want to say, yeah. All right, so far so good. Let's see if we can beat the next stage. Not getting any field capacitors today. Have we gotten any field capacitors? Yeah, we just got 1 there. Those are the parts that I'm running the lowest because the hot pot uses this the most, and the damage amplifier too. All right. Oh, let me build one of these guys. Oh, we don't have any with 7. All right. All right, let's take a look at stage number 5. This is where I predicted that we're gonna stall. If we beat it, then I think stage number 6 is gonna be pretty hard, and we're not gonna be able. But let's see how we do. Again, not making any changes to the base. Bunch of riflemen. Some of them should perish to that rocket launcher initially. Alright, those barrages are getting pretty intense, guys. Alright, Alright, that first of riflemen are just about to get wrecked by the mines. We have another wave of a bunch of heavies and a bunch of riflemen approaching from the right side, followed by another wave of tanks, heavies, and what is that? And riflemen. So the riflemen on the group are just getting wrecked. But I have the feeling that this is gonna be it, guys, because those are a lot of riflemen, a lot of heavies. And yeah, if that hopper cannot make it, we are gonna be in big trouble, big trouble. Alright, I think we're gonna be good. We have a doom cannon, we have a boom cannon. However, they're not in a boosted position, so that cannon is able to actually almost one-shot them. So yeah, we actually gonna defend stage number 6 or stage number 5, which is actually pretty surprising. I thought for sure we would not beat this one, but we did. Soul's trap base layout. You can see, I mean, it's still working at stage number 5 in Hammerman. We're gonna have to see. Ooh, nice, 2 critical fuses. Now the question is, what is he gonna bring for stage number 6? And he's bringing a lot, and when I mean a lot of riflemen, followed by medics. Now the medics are gonna land first, which is no good. It's not good news for us, but we'll see how we perform. Alright, so one rocket launcher salvo, it's able to almost kill them, not quite. If you have 2 of them working together, then yes, for sure. Alright, here comes the next wave of riflemen. The first wave almost completely dead, which is actually good. However, we already used all of our mines in the front. We still have some mines in this one and on that one, but for some reason I don't think it's going to be enough. However, our ace on the sleeve is gonna be that hot pot. The hot pot is the one that's gonna help us make it or break it. However, that is a lot of riflemen. That's a lot of them. Which our hot pot easily burns through. I mean, it's killing hundreds of them in like short notice. And based on the incoming volume and the way the hot pot is actually dispatching them, I thinking we're gonna be able to defend this. But for sure, we were able to defend this because of the hot pot. If the hot pot wasn't here, we would have lost this match for sure. Yep. So we defended stage 6. Now just a few more riflemen with a couple of medics, and the doom cannon is gonna make short work of the remaining medic, and then it's just gonna be easy peasy from there. Bam. Nice trickle by that mortar, and we managed to defend stage number 6 of Hammerman using our my standard Intel trap base. That was a really interesting stage, rifleman and medic. All right. So let's take a look at the last stage. He's just predicting we're gonna get steamroll and rifleman medics, which is no different than the previous one. Scorcher and a bunch of warriors, which is a little bit scary to be honest. Let's see. A little bit of a boost in terms of health, but not so bad. Like I said, I'm not gonna change my base. Let's see how it performs. All right, sorry for that. I had a call. I had to pause it. All right, so let's just keep going. Let's see how we behave here. Right now, the medics and the riflemen are just pretty much dying. The warriors are gonna come last, and that's gonna be the difficult part, because if they manage to overwhelm that hot pot, then it's game over. It's gonna definitely be game over. But right now, the volume of riflemen is decreasing. Now, most of the riflemen are just in a big pile, which is gonna make it a lot easier for a hot pot just burn through. No, that was a very I'm pretty sure we would have been able to beat this stage, no problem at all, but that shock on that, how you call it, that shock on that cannon next to the hot pot just screwed us over. I'm going to move that one out. So let me do that right now. All right, so this was the culprit of our loss. I'm going to move him up to here. All right, we're going to start. Give me just 1 second. I'll start the next one. I'll be back. All right, let's go ahead and try making that defense work. I just moved out of the way that cannon. You remember moving it from here to here. Hopefully that shock then is not going to be a problem, and our hot pot is going to be online, ready to burn all those riflemen that came in a little nice line. All right, so we know what's going to happen at the beginning. I'm just going to accelerate it up till we get to that point. Some people actually say that when you accelerate like that, you change the outcome because you're not letting it progress. I'm not so sure about that, but we'll see. All right, here we go. We need that hot pot to come on. Hot pot is on. I think. Come on, come on. Target it. Target the troops. Don't let them hit you. You know, this is where it comes dicey because the hot pot has to look on different directions. Then it doesn't work as effectively. Now, the HQ has plenty of health. We have a bunch of machine guns that are going to be ready to take on those warriors. The question is, can we take on those riflemen on the bottom fast enough? And the answer is no. We will not be able to take on that. That Doom Cannon is just too weak to make it work. And I don't think we'll be able to defeat this stage, you know, no matter what. I think the only choice that we have that will not change the spirit of what we're trying to do is maybe put a couple of structures on this front. And maybe just tease some of the troops to actually come this way. And we're going to definitely try that because there's no reason why not to. You know, this is just to make them, you know, to tease them to come on this direction. And yeah, so let's try this. Let's see how we fare this time. We only have 240,000 credits. And I think this is going to be our last chance for the video. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to defeat this. If it's only 100,000 that it costs, then what I'm going to do is just load my circle base and just defeat it that way. Nope, the luring did not work. It's just a few riflemen that decided to go that way. Other than that, the results are essentially the same. My guess is that the only way that we could make this work would be to completely change the base, Move some of the machine guns to the front. But guys, this is a very hard thing to defend. Mass troops are just the bane of the existence of any single map. So now he changed the shocks. Oh, because the guys that came on this side managed to destroy the guys on that side managed to destroy the cannon, and then that destruction caused Hammerman to pick a new structure to shock. So therefore he shocked the boom cannon in the front, and that's it. We managed to lose, guys. All right, so let's see how much it costs to defend against him. It's 100,000. We only have one more chance to make this work, and we have a decision to make. Do we go with our circle base, which we know it's gonna work? We're gonna risk essentially having an unlikely shock at some point, or do we go with our 10-13 defense on the front? I'm leaning more to our circle base, so that's what I'm gonna end up loading. As always, I'm going to move my device into the amp up position. We have now an extra doom cannon that we are most definitely going to make use in the boosted position. I just need to make sure that I put it on the right spot so that it can kill Rifleman and that Scorcher that's going to come in. Perfect. So I think this is going to work. Let's go for it, guys. Do we have... Let me make sure I don't have any cannon. Any cannon near that I don't have a cannon near the hotspot, because that's gonna be really bad if it does happen. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and defend. We just loaded a circle base. Let's hope that we don't get an unfortunate barrage or an unfortunate shock that's gonna destroy us. But here we go. Those riflemen, that initial wave of riflemen are going to perish. There's no question about it. They're going to group up and walk as a group over that minefield. Yep, and that minefield just made short work of all those riflemen. Now the medics decided to go to the right to heal those guys, ignoring the guys that were just gonna walk on the minefield, and we can see what the net effect was. Those first two waves were reduced to effectively a handful, maybe 50 riflemen, and all that remains is the second to last wave. Hotpot is on, doom cannon is on, boom cannon is on, and yeah, that Scorcher is gone. Circle base is very powerful, guys. There we go. All that remains are just those warriors and the medic on the other side. And we know that we're going to be able to defend this stage with no issues, because we have a bunch of defenses left, guys. The right layout on the right hand works wonders. We have a sniper tower here that's going to make short work of those remaining riflemen. Two more. 1 and 2. And that's it, guys. That is game. That is Hammerman stage 6. We had a little bit of trouble, but we managed to defend the first 6 stages of Hammerman using my standard using my standard Intel and Diamond trap base, guys. Pretty easy, no changes. I tried to make changes for the very last one. It didn't work, so we then, as you saw, switched to my circle base. No major changes, and it was an easy peasy defeat. So I hope this sort of inspired you to do something similar to your base. Remember, the idea with the circle base is to divide and conquer, control the timing at which your troops arrive, or the enemy troops arrive to your defenses, to prevent them from getting overwhelmed, and that way your defenses can last longer and do more damage. So guys, if you like the video, please remember to give it a like, subscribe if you can. We are at 730 subscribers. We have gained about 80 subscriber in this last week, which is really amazing. I want to give you a clap and a thank you very much. And that's all I have for you today. So it's checking out.